Thank you, Coach. If you want to get started with an opening statement.
Yeah, this is you gotta make some shots. That's what it comes down to. They really they just went under every ball screen. He has an opportunity to make some shots. We didn't knock down threes, and they did a just a really good job of taking our inside play away. And they did they just plugged the paint, and they dared us to shoot the ball, and we just make shots tonight. But obviously, you can shoot this way and still have a chance to win the basketball game. It says a lot about our team. We have a good basketball team. They played hard, and they did some great things. But obviously, when you go 4 for 24 behind the arc, it's not going to get it done against a number 2 team in the country. Thought that Kiki was phenomenal tonight with 29 points. She was really in attack mode, and she really kept us in the basketball game. It was for her tonight. We lost this game by 20 plus points. She was phenomenal. And it's just one of those games where you just did disappointed because you have an opportunity to beat a really good team on your home floor and close out your home stand 9-0 at home, and we just didn't get it done.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open up for questions if you want to raise their hand. First, we'll start with Patrick Gunn.
Hey, Coach. So Canaan got off to a slow start, but then started to get going in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Cardoso really never got going. What do you see from the two centers matching up today?
Well, I think it's a couple of things. When you look at the play in the post, I thought that Canaan made 5 shots, and she lives on the foul line, and she did a good job of making her free throws. And that's a difference in the basketball game. You can get to the foul line and make almost half your points from the foul line. That's gonna be tough to hold somebody down like that. But give them credit. They threw the ball inside. We matched it up 1-on-1. I thought that our players did a good job of containing her. And she, like I said, she just made free throws.
Thank you. Next, we'll go to Tommy Sladek.
Coach, thanks for your time. Down 51-38, end of the third quarter. What did you say to the girls on the bench, and what is their response to you? What is that communication, being down 13 and being able to come back there in the fourth?
It was a lot of time left. We had 2 more minutes left in the game, and obviously our players responded well in the fourth quarter to give us a chance to win the basketball game. But down the stretch, we got an amazing shot block by Emily, and we didn't finish the play and get the rebound. Down 2, I think it was 58-60 at that point. That would have been a possession that we would have came on court and tied it up, possibly took the lead late, and that was kind of a game-changing play there. That's a play that we got to make to win the basketball game.
Next, we'll go to John Johnson.
Yeah, Coach, thanks for your time. You guys make it to the end of the regular season here. Obviously, it doesn't end the way you wanted, but is there a way to express how difficult it has been to get through this regular season this year? All the stops and starts, sometimes the lack of practice time. Is there a way to express how difficult this year has been so far?
We just stay positive throughout the whole thing. What do you do? I think our main goal was to be able to play basketball this year, and we did, and we got to the end of the season. So we just stayed positive. We didn't try to focus on the time off. We didn't try to focus on the pauses and things like that. I think the most difficult part is having to stay in the house for 10 days. That's the hard part. When you test negative and they say you got to stay home, that's tough. So I got really sharp in 2K and video games with my kids. So I guess that's the positive. And I won last night. By the way, Green Bay was phenomenal.
Thanks, Coach. Next, go to Mike Curtis.
Hey, Coach, I know it wasn't the way you wanted to end the regular season, or the way that Tiana probably went to end her last game at the Carrier Dome. Can you talk about her performance and what you told her before and during the game?
Oh, I actually, is what I told to to Tiana and Kiki. I told them the guards win championships. We went to the Final Four with two great guards. I told them that, they need to step up and play big today. And obviously, Kiki was phenomenal. I mean, she did an amazing job, getting 29 points and pretty much, shooting, about 50% for the game. And, Tiana added 10, but I think that if you add them together, to have 39 points between those two is pretty good. And obviously Kiki carried the load tonight, and just really proud of them. They're playing major minutes. You got guards who are playing tough minutes. Kiki's playing 40 minutes almost every game. It's tough to keep her off the floor. We need her to be on the floor, and I know at times it's really frustrating for her trying to play at a level for 40 minutes. And it has to be hard, but she's been doing it, and I'm sure that they don't want it any other way. I'm sure they want to go out on their feet and go out on their shield. And these are two kids, when they got us here, keep it going and let them take us all the way as far as we can go.
Thank you. Next question, we'll go to Tim Nolan.
Yeah, Coach, just following up again on Tiana there. Looked like she went down, hurt her knee, and then after that, that's kind of when the run started for you. Can you talk about what that play meant for your team's momentum in the fourth quarter?
Well, we just kept fighting because we knew what the game meant. I thought that we got to one of those timeouts. We just talked about we had a lot of time left. There's a lot of time left in that game, and obviously down the stretch, we're trying to get steals and we're fouling, trying to get the ball back and get possessions. And they just did a fantastic job of making free throws. So you got to give them a lot of credit. They were 19 for 21 on the foul line. And that's what good teams do. They go to the foul line and they close games out. We were 9 for 11. We just didn't shoot as many, but it was two good teams making plays, going blow for blow. 19 lead changes. So it was a fun game for people to watch. It was a tough one for us to swallow.
Next, we'll go to Thomas Schultz.
Hey, Coach, speaking of Kiki a little bit, it seemed like you were running a lot of set plays for her throughout the game. When in the game did you decide to really run your offense through her?
Well, she was rolling, and I knew that she had a favorable matchup, that she could score the basketball, and we wanted her to be aggressive and get downhill and play in the paint. And she did a good job. Kiki was phenomenal tonight, and we knew that she would have a chance to score the basketball. But NC State does a really good job of icing ball screens and their squeeze of action, which keeps the floor a little bit crowded. And as we got to do a little better job of executing, and it comes down to play calling. Got to try to keep them in better space.
We got time for two more. We'll go to James Corrigan first.
Hey, Coach. After Cardozo picked up her second foul, Maeva Jolly-Toppi really gave you guys a boost. How big was she in the first half to get you to the half with a lead?
It's really, really big. That's what you want to get your veteran players in the game and let them win these kind of games for you. I thought that this game for Camilla was one of those games where she couldn't be aggressive. She got into some foul trouble early, and now you come into the game and you try not to commit fouls. And the one when they scored on the long play, she just let the kid go, and I understand why she did. But that's a play she makes it, and she blocks that shot and saves those 2 points. But at the end of the day, I thought that our post players did a solid job inside. We just didn't do enough to really win the game in the paint. But again, the post player shot a ton of free throws.
And for the last question from the coach, we'll go to Mario Sacco.
Coach, not dwelling on the loss, looking at the positives of the way that you guys were able to play against Louisville, NC State, how does this bode well confidence-wise for this team as you head into the ACC tournament?
When you look at those games, we lost to NC State here. We were 4 for 24 behind the arc. In Louisville, we were quite similar. If we just shoot 30%, it's a different game. Both of those games are different. We make shots, we can win the ACC tournament. So we're not at all discouraged by this or down. It's just looking at it as great opportunities to go to the tournament and know that we just gotta just buckle down, make some shots, make a play here or there. We can we're as good as anybody in this conference, and we know that. So we're fine. We got to go and play. It's not over there. There's still 2 trophies out there, and we're trying to get them both.
Good luck down in Greensboro, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.